So these are the start times, 6:30 local in this group. Girona playing Iberostar Tenerife, and then half an hour later Juventus up against SIG Strasbourg. So those are the other games that will be in this group, which could be very competitive, and a lot of imponderables, I think we could say. As far as the Italian team are concerned, they've been around in one form or another since 1948. Serbs in their current incarnation for about 11 years, though their roots do go back to Vala Ada at Packing Factory. They've got a basketball team up and running back in 1998, and from those tiny acorns, here we are in the Basketball Champions League for 2016-27. Well, not quite that long. That would be 11 years, wouldn't it? 17 will do, I think. 8 teams then in each of the 5 groups. We'll have action on match days on Tuesday and Wednesday right through till Christmas. And then we'll restart at the beginning of January. There's the lineup for the Italian team. Stefano Sacrapanti is their man in charge, and we'll be looking for the giant, number 44, Kirilo Pashenko, who's only just new to the team, and in fact hasn't had a great deal of court time with them because he's had an ankle injury as well, so joined the roster very late on. And there's also, in old terms, a 7'1", or if you prefer 2 meters 17 centre there in Milenko Veljakovic. He wears number 11. So it's a fair amount of height. Plenty of 2 meter plus players in the home team. Now this is going to be a competition that's going to test every nerve and every sinew, because it's a long stretch to get to the back end. Playoffs start in February, so you want to be there when that comes around. The round of 16 will be at the beginning of March, the quarterfinals at the back end of that month, and then we get through to that final 4 in April. Seems a long way away at the moment. Both of these will have hopes and aspirations in that direction. Yeah, very exciting times. 40 teams making it through. Both of these coming through as of right, so no qualifying required for them. And they do, as we know, love their basketball in Serbia in particular. So Mega Leks will be hoping that they can get over the line. But Final Four, I mentioned, will be the weekend of April the 30th, or the week of April the 30th. And the introductions. The visitors getting their chance to show what they can do. The journey from Italy for the Cup champions from 2008. Pretty much their best performance 8 years ago. The officials coming from Poland, from Greece, and from Turkey. Now the team will get a big response. So right at the front of your picture there, the 2 meter 17 Milenko Veljakovic, introduced in numerical order, of course. Rashidi Djokovic, before you ask, no he's not. Yaramaz wearing 10, Veljakovic 11. That is going to cause me no end of problems, but we'll try and get his name right today. Yeah, Selanovic, 17. It's mainly Serbian and Croatian lineup here for Mega Leks. As the Italians have players from outside. Coach Dejan Miljevic shakes the hand, and everybody is eager and great anticipation for this 6:30 tip in Stremska Mitrovica. Yeah, Pinky. Maybe we'll just wait and see how the competition beds in for the early stages. Mega Leks with their rather fetching, what do you call that, pink? Purple? No, down against the Italian green. Much the national colours for pretty much all their sports, and there's their travelling support. Yeah, it's a reasonably sized round at the bar tonight. There's Martin Lernen. Fulcrum, really. Man who will try and make everything happen from the centre of the court. Now let's give you a proper introduction of the referees. You have this Kanik of Poland, Georgios Sidigas of Greece, and Yena Yilmaz of Turkey. Those will be the three officials that we'll be seeing. 4 quarters, of course. Say of course, because there have been events over the years that have been 2 halves, but no. There's the starting 5 then for the Italians. Ragland, Lunan, Husen, Randolph and Ojomo will be the guard wearing number 32. A lot of pacing up and down for these men. Stefano Sacrifanti is the coach of the Italian team. And he's hopeful of getting off to a really good start. It's a really tough test for the Italians here. The Serbs, on paper anyway, and for man in the matchups, would seem to have the stronger lineup. And here is their starting 5. Going with Yaramas, Savljevic, Kaba, Zakarac, and that's the 5 they've opted for to start proceedings here. Starting to fill up quite nicely now. A bit worried a few minutes ago that there weren't going to be that many people, but they obviously getting their food and water and whatever else they require to get themselves in a position to start supporting their teams, and the majority, of course, will be home supporters here. But there's going to be a fairly vociferous Italian support. I wonder, as so often happens when the Italians go away from home, when they brought their air horns with them, because they can be quite noisy. Dejan Miljevic is the man who will be in charge. And eager anticipation will make way for the real thing in just a few minutes' time. Last few words exchanged between the Italian coach and his team. Mega Leks, their head coach. It's quite something, isn't it, when you see your name on the screen as Mega. You've got to live up to that. It's Mega Leks, the kind of newish name for the Serbian team, but let's see how mega they're going to be in this. They're ready, they're starting 5 onto court. Got it. Zagorach, 2 meters 5. So they've got a lot of points. 2'8", 209. I see the very big man, Velikovic, at 7'1" in Imperial, 217. Matched almost by Kirilo Koshenko. I think there's about a centimetre between them, and that is all. First ever match between these two teams in this competition, the inaugural Basketball Champions League. As far as this group is concerned, getting underway in a matter of seconds. Italians in the green, playing from right to left, and you can't miss the colour scheme there of the Serbs, can you? Let's be absolutely honest. right, it most certainly is. Moonen for the Italians, making his way to the low post, or trying to at least. Back out to Ragland. Good ball distribution, and nearly the first three, potentially of the night, from Levi and Randolph, but doesn't drop. Novak. Here's Yaramas. Can go the long way around. Thinking about going all the way, but doesn't in the end. So Gorach for first rebound. And the second three ball picked up by the Italians. Randolph. Almost being double teamed, but certainly being stopped from getting into the perimeter. Now the drive, and not the drop. And they managed to keep Ragland fairly quiet there. Looked like he was going to make a big charge to the hoop, but just thwarted in those ambitions. Yaramas. That's purposeful and not dropping. Looked like the first two there, and then the quick break. Well, take a quick charge from Randolph. We'll come back out for the look at the three. He'll go back inside for two. And the hand on the ball will give sideline possession for Avellino. Randolph. Back court. No, not given. So Ragland up for three and gets fouled in the process, so there will be three from the free throw line. Foul on Milosavljevic. First team foul, first foul on him, and the first free throws, first of which dispatched very comfortably by Joe Ragland. So the Italians on the board. Two more to come. I say the bonus points are the ones you want to try and get there nice and early. Get your nose in front. Don't miss them. So often down the stretch, 2 or 3 points does make the difference in these kind of games. And three straight away, all taken by Ragland. Nice confident opening by the Avellino number one. So it's looking at on the board for the first time. Back. Waiting unguarded at the moment. Might go the other way with Milosavljevic. And the time's expired. 24-second shot clock had gone. Just trying to be a bit too careful. Then the turnover for Kaba. And the first two for the Serbs. And then picked up by Obersoen. Ragland will go baseline. Try and jam it in if he can, Obersoen, but not this time. He might got a secondary possession, but not to be. Novak has made a lot of things happen. It hasn't actually got into the paint yet. Novak need to go on the drive. They've been a little bit slow in advancing into that position, but there's the first foul on the Italians. And it'll be on Marco Cusa. Go to the line for two. So chance for Mega Leks to take a lead here. After being outgunned for the most part early on. Kaba with the 2 points already in the bag. We'll try and add to it. Exemplary free throws so far. All 4 have gone in. And the Italian fans look on as I thought I was going to put the mouth on that one. I was going to jump back out, but 4-3 it is. And Mega, for the first time in the match, in the lead after nearly 3 minutes play. The rotation by the Italians, and liking the finish by the Italians as well. Very good finish for 2. And they just get their noses back in front. Might be that kind of a nip and tuck kind of match anyway. Milosavljevic. Shot just skimming the top of the net, and foul called. Foul is on Ragland or Avellino. This is Avellino on there, but they obviously just make it a bit smaller on your caption. As it goes for two, nice long two. Will just take any nerves away, potentially for a man who has been selling a lot of play up already, Novak. It's the home side back in front. First 3 or so minutes, 3.5 minutes gone. First quarter here of the inaugural Basketball Champions League in Serbia. He had a look at the three and decided not to go for that option, but they jammed the two in. That's a very important basket. Getting those on some very close range. Nothing much happening outside. Just had one from the perimeter. Good match up there. And Kusam not allowing any room. And then back at the other end, it works particularly well for Levi Randolph, who's on the board. And we're going to have their 3-point advantage back like they had at the beginning of the game. Yaramas. Barach's now waiting on into the 3-point circle. Up it goes for 3. Just waiting for confirmation there, but definitely for 3 points. So the first maximum we've seen in the match so far. Puts the scores level. Ragland being very closely guarded, almost double teamed. Try and find a way through. They have to get outside for the 3, but the whistle had already gone. And the shot clock will get reset. And that's Jevic out for the time being. So too is Lunan. So we've had about 4.5 minutes of court time. Novak, however, will carry on. Novak will put the ball inbounds. Eventually he will anyway. And there's the foul. It's an offensive foul on Kaba. His first, team second. Trying to keep them deep. Stop them advancing over halfway in 8 seconds, not succeeding in that. Ragland has been very good at creating things. We'll create something here. Again, they look to go outside maybe with Randolph. Randolph makes his move. There's the 3-point attempt and it drops for Retin Oberzoen. And that's the second 3, 1 apiece. Puts the Italians back in front. They've had a 3-point lead on 3 occasions now. And that's the first time out. They go and talk it over at 12-9.
We are not aggressive enough, you know, we let them play what they want. I don't know what they're afraid of contact. You know, every time there is a space and we don't push them clearly to the left side. Also, when the guy receives here, ball, I want you to lay on him like this, you know, that he can only turn, he cannot pass. And he is passing 2 times easily because you are not aggressive, you are like this. This is not what I want. I wanted you to be close enough. Rade, ajde napravi molite blok, ja te učiš igru. Let's play fist with Rade at the top. Nemate čoveč, ajde.
Pick and roll top. Play better, pick and roll top. Without separation on the ball, 2 hands on the ball, be ready for the closeout in the corner. Let's go defense, let's go! 1, 2, 3,
Neither coach is particularly happy, but the Avellino coach should be. It's pretty clear that Mega Leks have been a little bit off the pace by the expectancy levels of their coach. And Miljevic not, as you can tell from his time out there, particularly happy. In fact, they're standing off and being a bit too negative. Wants them to get in the Italians' faces a bit more. So a cheap foul to pick up, isn't it? Won't be happy with that. Zone. The pick up a foul, you want to pick it up for somebody that's worth picking up a foul for. That was a mid court with no real danger. He'll step out for a while. In comes Marcus Green. Green in the green. Looking for a way through. There isn't one there. Yes, there is. He's picking the pocket. All away shot for the two. Reduces the arrears to just one. Here's Green. First action from him of the match. Ragland. Good, but they're actually not putting any pressure on him particularly. Kuzan's back in again. And the foul is at that end on him. Offensive foul. Is he backing in? No. Oh, it was travel. Beg your pardon. Travel violation. So I don't know if there was anything in terms of contact. So travel it was. Just taking that extra step. The whistle goes again. Stopping the clock at 4:06. Sounds about a 3-point lead on 3 occasions now, but to hold on to it as their coach wearing up a bit more shoe leather. Looking for the press, trying to keep Green up that end of the court this time. Green gets over halfway though. Zerini has been introduced to proceedings. And rotate it nicely, using the whole width, and that's from outside, and a very good outside shot it was too. And the second three for the Italians, and the man who's literally just stepped on court, Andrea Zerini, gets his first three, and we have the biggest lead of the game so far. It's 4, but only for a very short space of time, because Jevan Novak brings it back to 2. It's really starting to open up now. Points are plenty. A little bit cagey early on, but now it's certainly opening up. Another drive through from Ragland has been impressive in this first one. That's not going to quite reach its target. And that will be Mega Leks ball. Here comes the substitution. Once again, Kuzan will sit it out for a bit. Just joined us. Mega Leks playing from left to right. That rather eye-catching kit. Yaramaz. Novak. Going to go baseline, see if there's a way through there. There isn't a way through, but they might get secondary ball. They do. 5 seconds though. Shot's got to come in pretty soon. The shot to nothing. And eventually found its way to Tejic. Yaramaz. Going to take it all the way, or look to take it all the way. Just stops in the paint. Puts it back up for the 3. That's going to be well short. Hanging around now is Randolph. Randolph from coast to coast for the 2. 17-13. 4 points now for the man with the dreadlocks. And then at the other end, it was a fairly tame effort in the end. And Randolph will have it back at the other end. Levi Randolph, all 195 of him. Zerini. There's a lot of effort in that from Ragland. Lifted himself well and truly off his feet. And pretty much all he's doing from long range and short range is working well. And the lead extends to 7. And whatever Dejan Miljevic said to his team has not really been taken in. So another change. Shidi enters the proceedings. 1:47 remaining in the first. Back again. Turnover and steal by Avellino. He's looking pretty good at the moment until they throw it away there. Slight lack of communication and misunderstanding between the two of them, and a little bit of eyeballs between them as well, but They have a 7-point lead, so nothing to get too concerned about at this stage. No back. Kajic back off the rim. Happy with that call. I'm also happy they're taking a few more shots as well now. He was accusing them of not only of not being particularly good defensively, but also being shot shy early on. And the call's made early, so go to the free throw line. And trim that lead. Yeah, all the free throws so far found their intended target. Junovic. 4-2. Yeah. So every single of the free throws at both ends has found its target. 20-15. 1:18 remaining in the first. Trying to stop this man. He's just leading a merry dance at the moment. Last touch came. We should look at each other and see which way that ball's going to go. It came off the serve last, it did. So inline possession for the Italian team. Physical, just on the edge of the paint there, working the way in. Green, 4-3. Just off right, and get the rebound. Green again. So here, Ragland, very impressive early on in terms of setting stuff up. That's the foul. Foul. Which would mean end line. Sorry. Possession for the Italians as the Italian fans. See the third team foul registered by Serbs. Of course, they've got one more to give before they get into problems, any kind of foul trouble at this stage. So it comes to Oberzoen. It remains at 20-15 in the last minute of the first. Good work, good bounce pass. Not such a good interception by Vashenko. The big man gets both hands not on the ball but on the man. So that'll be a foul. And team fouls up to 6. So to the free throw line they'll go for 2. Marko Kajic. Oh, yeah, keeping up 100% record so far. One more to come. Yep. Trim the lead. Substitutions made. And 17. Nice tight competitive game, really opening up to getting a bit more quality into it now that they've whatever nerves there might have been in this inaugural match in this competition. Oh, that's a nice hook shot and it goes for 2. Beautiful work by Kirilo Fishenko. Back up to 5. Should be the last possession of the first for Mega Leks. Something happened with it though. Yaramaz waiting right until the very death before he put that finger roll in for 2. And that will end the first 10 minutes play. It's been entertaining, very open. The Italians, for the most part in the league, got off that good start with those three free throws. And at the end of the first, it's 22-19. Both teams using pretty much the depth of their benches. In the Avellino case, introducing Vashenko until quite late there, but there's the stats, the tail of the tape for the first 10 minutes. Let's see what the coaches have to say as you look at these.
Hey, attention, point guard. Don't play here. Play the middle. Play the middle when we call the set offense. And we go on. More deep. Receive the ball here. Okay, hey guys, run every ball, run every ball, run, run, run. Guys,
Yeah, you can see and hear both coaches speak English, so we can get the gist. Sometimes you can get the gist from what they look like and the way they're saying it, but there's no doubt about what he's wanting them to do. Run, run, run. Okay, he's going to worry about that too much. They've already covered quite a bit of the court. And the Italians are the ones with the advantage at quarter time. Distribution of the coming in from every point of the compass from the Italians. We're trying to work it wide. They certainly have opened up the court nicely. That was Zarini's first, well, I think it's only his second touch in the game. Very effective it was with that three-pointer. Coming in from distance, and they've been dropping them distance as well. Ragland and Green, Avellino pulling the strings very much from the Italians' point of view as we get second quarter underway. Next with the first possession. So baseline, nicely done from Sidigas. The lead is trimmed to 21-22. Seems to have a lot of time. There's a lot of options too here. Severini. Back and then Green certainly are working well together. That's a wonderful three from a fair way out. This man is mustard from three-point range. Andrea Zarini, it's 2 for 2 on three-point attempts so far. He's been making it happen from downtown. Yaramaz shows, goes, twists, turns, and gets just no reward for that. This all gets stripped away from him. Looking for the potential fast break. There's Ragland. Very slippery. Try and hold back Zarini. It's an orthodox pass, but nearly effective. That comes off the feet of the Italian players. That will be in the shot clock. And the ball coming back in their direction. A bit more animated now, trying to lift the Mega Leks players. Lead for a very short time in the first. Rashidi, jumper for none. A bit of pace, run, their coach says, and run is exactly what they are doing. Severini up and away. Not going to drop this time. A way through. There is no way through. Bounce off his own player as well. He's trying to be a little bit too cute and a bit too fancy there for Sidigas. And there it goes back into Avellino possession. Screen. On the right-hand side of the court particularly well at the moment, and Ragland might exploit that. They go back from when they came into the point. Outside, it goes for three. And Severini this time puts the three down. His first attempt from that range, and it's effective. And we have the biggest lead. Avellino 7. Yaramaz, pretty closely marked. Closely watched, but the rebound is a comfortable one for Sidigas, and it's a 2 for him, taking him to 6. And the lead trimmed to 5. Green. Be held up the court by Yaramaz. So that's really trapped fairly easily. Green. And they go outside again. They're going in from everywhere, aren't they, from three-point range? And they're going in from that man. 3 out of 4 attempts have found their intended target. Andrea Zarini It's given them an 8-point advantage now. The bomb squad's working pretty well. That very well indeed. Green. Quick distribution, good move. Hasn't got the finish to match it though. Oh, we're rotating that brilliantly and advancing it really quickly too. No foul, was looking for it, but not going to get it. So the pace of the game has really upped tempo by quite some way. Good distribution again. Green involved. That's Sharp. Looks back at the bench saying, well, what's going on here at the moment? We're not quite clicking as we want to. There's another 3-point attempt from Andrea Zarini that goes in. He has been absolutely lightning from that area. You're the two coaches right now. The man in your picture. Ragland. Green already smashed with a great understanding. He's been pushed a little bit further back than he would like. So you have to make something happen quickly here. Lushenko. Ragland. Up and in. Goodness me. Everything they're putting in from the wings, everything from the 3-point range is dropping with great regularity, and the lead now 11. This is here what Milojevic has got to say.
Yara must start playing selfish in offense, and we take apart. We need to share the ball, we need to pass, easy pass, and in offense don't make stupid helps, When this big guy receives ball over here, I don't want, that you from the corner side, to double team, with double team from the back side. So, we're receiving on the ball side, we're receiving threes because you help without reason. Znači, iz ćoška ne pomaže čovjek, fitiraš samo, bre. Dobili smo 3 trojke jer glupe pomoći radimo.
They're being outthought, outrunned, outgunned at the moment because of Zarini's 9, Ragland's 9. All made up of 3-pointers as well. Not going for the 2s, they're bypassing that, going for the harder option, and the harder option is working very well for them. It's the biggest lead by quite some way of the game so far. First double-digit lead of the game, 34-23. Not mega at all as far as the home side are concerned. Novak. For that return, not going to come back to him. They're going to try and go more central if they can. There's the hook shot which goes to nothing. They'll get the rebound. They've done pretty well on rebound so far. It's one that has worked okay. It's well short and a little bit bereft of ideas at the moment. Avellino controlling the tempo, controlling the pace, very much controlling the game, thanks to Green and Ragland in terms of advancing it. When they get it up the court, plenty of options on both flanks. Green finds a way through. Even those 50-50s are dropping. Lushenko hasn't been able to put his imprint on the match as yet. Just to hold it up, so there's not enough green shirts up there. That one's better from the big man. 2 twos for Kirillov Lushenko. Lead 13. Kaba. It must have been since the early stages when he got those free throws. And 3-point area not working so well for the home side as yet. Zagorac. His moment to maybe shine and go and get the extra bonus with that too. That's more purposeful, that's more direct, and more of what the coach has been looking for. And he'll get the bonus as well. On Andrea Zarini. The Italians pick up most of the fouls in the first quarter, but didn't really have any adverse effect on them. be a bit careful down the stretch, obviously, but at the moment things are fine. He's not overly concerned about that. Barach, free throw line to try and trim that lead, not to under double figures, but get it back to 10. And free throws have been absolutely pinpoint accurate all the way through for both sides. Just a little bit too aggressive on the inbounds there, according to the official. Barach given tongue lashing. What am I talking to? I know the options this time. Severin is there. Shot down to 10. Back in the action is Levi Randolph, who was very effective in the opening quarter. Shot clock down to 6, so he is going to weave a little bit of magic here. There's a guy cameraman up. Do that. Expensive equipment and a very expensive cameraman. We don't need him to be removed from the proceedings, thank you. And he's something now. You see the shot clock down into the red. Oh, I thought it was going to drop. I was thinking the three-pointers are coming in from every which way, for the most part, dropping as well. They have the reset. Severini. They go out on the flank. Severini looking for the rebound, but not going to get it. It's Cabo's got it. And the man in... Well, puce, is it marine? Is it maroon? Or what is it? I don't know what that colour is, but very eye-catching, put it that way. Nice work, really nice work. Twist, a turn, another twist and another turn from Radit Barach, and two more, which they need, because they're still 8 adrift. And that's a foul on the on-rushing Levi Randolph. Called on Mr. Rashidi. Actually, the foul call on Randolph. I beg your pardon. And yeah. Well, probably made a bit much of it, to be honest. I don't think it was quite as bad as that.
Know your man's going to help and get somewhere where you can get a scoring position, okay? Fuck the plays, you know what I'm saying, Marty? Your man is running right to Levi. Just drop back underneath the rim.
Okay.
Careful, there's a microphone on you, sir.
We have Joe for Giovanni. Attenzione. Every time we watch a point guard, they press, play ons up. We double line, we have easy pass. Every time we nose up, we have easy pass.
We're going to play motion. Guys, when we steal the ball, run alpha full sprint. You on rather you are jogging. You know, we have advantage if you run full sprint against Senseko and Kuzin. If you jog, it's nothing. Run.
Well, apologies if you heard a word that maybe you should not have done from the Avellino bench. Perhaps they can't control what they say. They'll bring you what they say, but obviously in the heat of battle and the heat of a game like this, with so much at stake, can sometimes go into some Anglo-Saxon words, and they just did, so apologies. It's, Italians very much on top, not double-digit lead now, back to 8, but I'm not looking for any money like the Serbs going to trim that too much, and they're making a few too many unforced errors, too many mistakes, and they get into prominent and advanced positions on the court, just not quite working for them, being outthought, and that's going to be a fairly ugly foul. Italians will get the ball. The team foul is starting to rack up for Mega Leks. Just so fleet of foot. Green and also Joe Ragland. It's very hard to stop them, Lunan. Again, they're going to go flanks for another 3-point attempt. This one doesn't drop, however. For the most part, they have been doing. And that's going to be a foul. Now, from Lunan. Rashidi. Go back. Rashidi for 3. It's away And the rebound initially is that of Mega Leks, who hold on to it, waiting for the follow-up. Certainly looking for the foul was Sidigas, and the official's not impressed. A bit too dramatic, perhaps. Not only the lack of contact, but the way he went down, and they weren't going to give that. Did give that one though. So 14 fouls for Avellino. And to the free throw line goes Afakaba. Remember, we've not seen. I won't say it. No, I won't say it because I knew he was going to do that. That's why. If I don't say it, I can't be accused of putting the commentator's mouth on it. That's the first free throw missed. The 2 for 3. Made that 3 for 4. So 102. Lead back to 7. Still a sizable one. I'd say no great run from Mega Leks yet. They'll put a bit more pressure on Green this time though, not allowing him to get into those advanced positions now. He's managed to do a bit of trickery. Just off right from Martin Lerner. That is travel violation. A few hang-dog expressions at the moment for Mega Leks. Doing his best to try and keep them up and buoyant and still believing. And of course, that's a lead that can quite easily, in the space of a matter of seconds, if not minutes, be reclaimed. Especially when they make interceptions like that. Just easing their way back in a bit now. Novak, what's his options? Options down the left. Might have to come back through him again in a moment. Yeah, again, rebound. Possibly not. Falling to the hands of somebody in green. That will be an annoying foul for Mashidi to commit. 2 fouls is that now? That's 3. Well, I've got 1 to give them before we get to the bonuses. I thought the foul was going to go the other way, but to be. This one. The well-worked screen there by Kuzin to stop him getting a look and a bite, possibly. In, out, and around, but doesn't drop. Sidigas backing in. Big man to stop. Very accurate man to stop generally, but not on this occasion. But they'll get a chance to go to the line for 2. There's the foul. And another one registered against Martin Lunan. Second, I think. Let's wait for confirmation of that from the timekeeper. Yeah, I think it's 2 for him. So Afakaba just starting to evaporate a little bit for Avellino. Chance here to trim it still more. Oh, thought about it. Wiped its feet and right around the perimeter of that ring and dropped to safety. Still 1 more to come. Yep, that'll do. I don't want to get in both, but nonetheless, it means the lead is a little bit more manageable from the Mega Leks point of view. It was double digits, back to 6-13 at its height. So they are on a little bit of a run here. Mega Leks, just trying to press a bit higher up the court as well to stop the very easy advancement of Joe Ragland and Marcus Green. Very nicely. Is there any end product on this one? It might be Ragland's going to have to go for it himself this time. And It's going to get a reset. How lucky was that? Because that was not intended. Came off the leg of Rashidi, so reset to 14. 3 seconds remaining of the second. An intriguing one it has been too. Really interesting stuff. Good rotation, gets the initial rebound but falls back to the home team. He's got a bit of purpose about them now, trying to trim this lead. Novak all the way and tries to jam it and gets fouled in the process. And the big man will get another one. Shenko committing the foul. And ungainly one it was too. So now from 13 points, the lead could be only 4 after this. So only 4 on the home side to make that run. And for Cabra again on free throw duty. 6:31. Randolph looks on. Looks a bit more buoyant, a bit more upbeat. Can we get 2 for 2 this time? Would help. Yes, he can. But that takes him closer to double figures. Takes Mega within 4. Closer they've been for quite some time. Ragland. Yeah, that's more like it. And the home team just try and him pinned back on halfway if they possibly can. They've still got those 3-point shooters, but the 3-point shooters are not finding their target at the moment. They were going down with regularity earlier on, but it's not been the case since they had that 13-point lead. Foul. It was on Severin there, was it? Just want the confirmation of that because it was happening off the ball. Back with Novak for 1. This will be a much tighter first half by the time we conclude this than they look like being at one stage. Novak for his 7th point. And we are going to be virtually level as we go to the break. Can the Italians get the last 2 points this first half and just give themselves a little bit of a cushion to go into the third quarter with? No lead at all now, just the 2 points. Ragland will wait as long as he possibly can, then he'll make the charge, trying to go all the way, maybe trying to bring the foul. They'll tip it back in. That's 2 right on the buzzer for Kirillo Vashenko, and it's good, but not as good as it was from the Italian perspective. 13-point lead at one stage, 4-point lead now at the break. Again, Joe Ragland just working his magic, working his way up and sideways on the court. And, well, there'll be a lot to say for Dejan Milojevic, but he'll be happy enough that they've managed to get back in contention, because at one stage it looked like the Italians might be running away with it. Well, nothing like that at half-time. 38-34, so look at the stats. Italians should be in front of pretty much all those, I would think. So 2-pointers not, but they are on 3-pointers, definitely. Rebounds on the boards at the moment. Surprisingly, they are in front. I think that's because of their run towards the end of that second quarter. Turnovers 8-7, steals 3-2 in favour of the Italians, and blocks only 1 apiece at this stage. There are leading scorers. Cabot, thanks to those free throws, is on the free throw line a lot during the course of the first half, gets 11. Ragland with 9. Serini was up there too with his 3-pointers. See the top got a rebounder as well. Was Cabot, as we've been bringing you the first game in this inaugural Basketball Champions League game. From Pinky, Sports Hall here. And whilst this show reel might show us a lot of pinky, or pink, and yellow. It's actually the glorious green that's been uppermost, thanks to Joe Ragland and to Marco Cousin as well. And slicker in terms of their passing, more inventive in their passing, certainly. And times serves a little bit one-dimensional, but they got things together. Yeah, all the momentum pretty much at the end of that second quarter. There was a time when three-pointers like this were being drilled in from pretty much everywhere by the Italians. Every time they went outside the line for three, they dropped. They were zoned with that one. Ragland pulling the strings along with Marcus Green. Another one finds its target. Zarini was the real revelation. As soon as he came on the court, going down, deeper and down. Novak for two. Been the setup man for the most part, but I think he was getting a bit frustrated that nobody else was doing things, so he thought, I better. And he has. What the game plan's going to be, because I say from three-point range, they've been pretty effective, so stats showed. Mega Leks have hardly really shown much from three-point range. Is it 14% success rate so far? Something that's going to have to go more stratospheric if they're going to get on top in this game. Only 4 points adrift though. And they were looking at one stage like they might be hemorrhaging a lot of points, 13 points behind, with all the momentum going the way of the visitors from Italy. But some good work baseline here, and also some very important rebounds. They were getting rebounds when they needed them most. Second and third phase possession sometimes. Here's the Aramas. A little bit more decisive in recent times. There's the Aramas. It's been the setter-upperer, if you like. He likes a Teich. He's on the ball again just to underline that fact. Good rebound from Simonjovic. Another one from outside. Three-pointers have been, for the most part, very, very effective. And Andrea Zarini. And, a couple of very important ones to just give them that advantage. A few physical things in there. Giving a very dramatic well, it's acting by Mashidi. Well, certainly he made the most of it to get the foul. Borach, well, he had loads of time, didn't he, to do what he wanted there, to finally thread the eye of a needle. Look at this, beautiful work, really nice work. How many times did he twist and turn before he got that 2 points away? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, go, in, out, shake it all about, and there's your 2 points. Very nice. So, into the first. It's Mega Leks with the advantage, and for the most part on top. Ragland, who has really impressed me. His industry in the match so far. It's actually working well for Mega Leks rather than Sidigas. So there you go, half-time in the Basketball Champions League. So welcome back to the Sport Tour in Pinky. Stremska Mitrovica. Watching Mega Leks against Sidigas Avellino in the first match for these two teams in this competition this year. It's an intriguing one so far. Italians winning both quarters. 22-19 the first. 16-15 the second, but they did have at one stage a 13-point advantage and were going very well. And, still going pretty well. They were pegged back to 2 points just before the break, and then basket right on the buzzer has given them that 4-point advantage at the City's Arena here in Mitrovica. Cava, the virtue mainly of free throws, is on 11, nearly all scorers, the only player so far into double figures. And Zarini, three-pointers for Avellino. That's been very impressive, 3 out of 4 I think so far. Very tight encounters, which could easily go either way. Crowd were getting into it for a bit. In the second quarter, where they saw their team responding and rebounding.
Every time defense, stay over. Never cut the screen and close the right tempo. Number 25. 1, 2, 3.
Well, he wanted them to run in the first half, and pretty much did that. And the officials for this match coming from Poland, from Greece, and from Turkey. Mega Leks man in charge, and Milojevic. We are ready to start third quarter now. Mega Leks win one, give themselves a chance of pulling this one around. Looking a bit more bright, a bit more inventive at the end of the second quarter. Those who just joined us, the restart. The team in green is Sidigas Avellino. They'll be playing towards the basket, right hand side of your screen. Ragland. Floated. Yes, didn't find Pashenko. That's a nice roll in the end, which brings a smile to the face of Alpha Kaba for his 13th point of the game. Green. End up getting a little bit of work on those legs at half-time. I think he's going to be okay. Mistaken it, really. Ragland for 3. Well, that kind of really starts to recreate some of the things we were seeing earlier in the game, and he's gone to 12. So just one behind Kaba now. He was on 11, but 2 points just edged in front. Lead up to 5 for the Italians. He's going to go for the 3-pointers. Thought about it long and hard, and then did, and then the follow-up for 2 from Novak. And we are pretty much where we started at the beginning of this quarter. Advantage was 4, it's now 3. Randolph, strong on the ball, very hard to push him off. And indeed for a small man, Ragland too. And it's a good example of how difficult he is to stop in transition when he starts to get going. However, with his second and the team's first in this quarter. (41-38). But good position for Avellino to be in. Coach looking studious, looking Needs to be comfortable with things. He's done much more walking up and down than his opposite number has done so far. Here's Green. Again, let's try and find the big man. I have to recreate that again because it didn't quite work the first time, but pass it back out. Crisp passing, but the shot came too late. Wasted opportunity there, trying to be a little bit too intricate perhaps. Novak for the home team. Gorach. Yaramaz. Oh, that's nice. And he's going to get the bonus. Didn't get the 2, but will go to the line for 2. It's amazed he's got this foul, but he has. Third foul for him. First team foul of the quarter. Shenko hasn't contributed a great deal in terms of points, but it's his 3rd cross. And that lead could be back to single digits. I do mean single digit in terms of 1. Free throws have been pretty good today. As they should be, as people say, from that kind of range when you're under any pressure, you should put it away. Simonovic to bring it to a 1-point ball game, and that's where we are. And you tuners on, those who need to be reminded, it was 13 points one stage, so that's a good recovery and a good fight back by the home team. Is Green being kept very, very deep. Randolph gets impeded. A foul. And shot clock will get reset to 14. Cabba's 3rd. A bit careful here because he's been an important part of their operation tonight. Oh, so important. He's contributed more points than anybody else in the whole game. 13. Ragland. Green. That's a nice. Oh, that's a nice low post pass, but yeah, Pashenko's not quite on his game tonight. Gorach. Better ball rotation by the serve, but not the finish to match from Simonovic. He has a chance to come away with it with Ragland and Green. Not sure they can find somebody at the low post or get somebody into the paint. At the moment, everything's coming from the perimeter. If it goes for 3, it'll be effective, and it does from Joe Ragland. He becomes the leading scorer in the game with 15. From 2-point range, from 3-point range, and he and Green have got a really good understanding, and gets it back again. Those two are mustard tonight, and here's 2 more. Levi Randolph, and all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, from being right on terms, they are 6 points behind. It was a 1-point lead, remember, and suddenly, before you know it, it's back up to 6.
Daj da iskoristimo, čuva Marka Fesenko, da zovemo u napadu rogovi dole. Kad zovem dvojku i oto, znači daje Marku ovdje loptu, 2 strana sam zvao, znači daš mu loptu i odeš i napraviš blokadu za Radeka. Ajde odigramo prvo 2 strana pa da igramo poslije za Marka. Znači Fesenko nije agresivan, daš loptu, primiš ovdje, ajde ljudi, nemoj da padamo bez veze, igramo dobro. Ajde.
Well, interesting that we don't have that one in English.
Box out the big man and 5-player defense rebound. Yeah. We need. Hey, now, guys, we start with zone. We start Marquis, Joe, Levi, Martin, fast.
And guards, try to stay high. Fast, you want to stay down and guard the corner.
Yes.
Okay, zone, zone, zone.
1, 2, 3.
15 for Ragland, now top scorer in the game. Cabba with maybe some worries about foul trouble. He's on 3, and they need him down the stretch. So he's just sitting it out for a moment, or has been. So he really gets reintroduced to the game now. Noonan. And some distractions for some of the younger members of the crowd. Aramas gets the ball back in bounds. That's how things look with 6:25 remaining in the third. Yaramaz, that's nice. Oh, again picking the pocket. One of the men in green. They might have another two to add here. Very quickly, Ragland, Randolph. Nice move. Nice play. End product, yes. He liked it. And I think he liked it too. And the lead up to 9. He trimmed it to virtually level pegging. Now they're going to start all over again. And back out comes for the three-point attempt, which is short by Tajic. Baseline again. Just going to get double teamed. They still seem to find a man relatively comfortably. Randolph, Ragland. It's going to come out short. And this time the rebound is Yaramaz's. He'll stay high and work his way right-hand side of the court to the left. He's trying to get himself open for a three-point look here. He needs to get the ball to him before he can do that, though. And that's right off the top of the backboard. And there could be two more coming. Oh, he gets fouled in the act of shooting, so he'll get a chance to go to the free throw line for two. Will Levi Randolph. First foul, Siminovic. His team fouls, though, starting to rack up a bit for Mega Leks. Need to be a bit concerned with that. Here comes some more from the free throw line. All of the free throws for Avellino have been scored so far. Not a single miss. And not there either. So the lead has crept back up to 11. 51-40 Mega. Barely scored in this third, but they've only scored 6 in just over 5 minutes. And they've taken them from all angles, from all distances. They will get 2 from the free throw line here, but it seems to me that they're just shooting on sight. Not necessarily looking for the quality shot, but just trying to get it away as early as possible. There's the foul. And Pashenko's in foul trouble now. It's 4. So he'll have to sit it out. He's really made much of a contribution tonight, to be honest. Tajic on the line to bring it back to 10, but they have missed their free throws. Yeah, scratching heads and of beards in the crowd. Tajic with just 2 so far. Made that 3. And make it a 10-point advantage. Avellino, they've got to press much higher up, and that's exactly what they are doing. Trying to trap as best he can on the screen, but not effective. Ragland, Green, Randolph. Going to get shot away. It's a bit short, and does fall to a Mega Leks player. Give it away straight away, and it's an easy 2 here. Easy bucket for Levi Randolph. Goes in the double figures himself, and Avellino's lead is almost the biggest of the game. Was 13 in the first half. It's up to 12 now, and too many mistakes from Mega Leks.
Idemo izmena Đole i Miloš, jel jasno? Ljudi, oni stalno 2-3 pređu nam u čoveka. Igraj pik na kecu, igramo dvojku, dodaj se Marko Miraš, daći pik na strani, daći pik na kecu da igra. Jovan je na strani, Miloš Jare gore, igramo pik na kecu, rolaj dole i svaki put ili je on sam ili ti sam. Ako ne, znači svejedno mi je ko će igra pik, da li Jare, da li Jocar, jasno, treći rad. Ne, igramo 2 na zonu i lepo smo rekli juče, kad prelaze sa zona čoveka, igramo napad na zonu.
I thought I'd let you hear that for those who do speak Serbian or could get a smattering what he was talking about. I think the anger in Dejan Jolovic's voice told you everything. He's given them fairly explicit and direct instructions about what he wants from his team, and at the moment they are just not executing it in any way, shape or form. Some of the passing has been a stray. Some of the shot selection has been, well, dubious at best. Time for that to change. It needs to change pretty quickly too. Siljevic is back on the court. Haven't seen him for a while. It will be about who, me, ref? Yep, afraid so. Jomo will get one against his name. Just need the likes of Pitch to step up just a bit more, because they haven't got long to recover this position. Yaramaz again, another one turned over. Story of the game from their point of view. Son, Lunan, Ragland, up for three, hasn't missed much so far, nearly didn't miss that one, but it was off left. Yaramaz, need a bit more in product here, and a bit more oomph. Not sure how you spell it, but I think everybody knows what I mean by that. Just trying to get in the paint, in and around the basket in the first 10-15 seconds and not waste time, because they don't have that time. They've done the recovery job once and he's doing it all over again. That's a really good rejection too. Pretty much every box is being ticked by Avellino at this stage. Three-point attempt. They've been few and far between in terms of dropping, and there's another example of it. Ragland for Avellino. Just take a little bit of a sting out of this. Again, they're trying to mark him. Again, they're trying to stop him getting a pass away. They can't. 3 points not dropping this time for the Italians. That'll be two. Tejic getting a couple more to add to his stats. A couple more to bring them back almost into range of single figures. But not yet. 10 points the gap between Mega Leks and Sidigas Avellino. Team in green, still dominating into the first and second quarters. They're going to do the same in the third, though that one just rolls around the rim and doesn't find its intended target. Zagorac. Tejic, that's nicer, leaning over for two. Big men who aren't showing their height and strength at the moment, but maybe that's a little catalyst for things to come. Now, off the ball on Zagorac, and they're into team fouls now, 4. So obviously not long to go in this quarter, so probably not too much damage will be done, but the free throw line as soon as we get some more of those. If we do. Randolph. Let's get the ball in quickly. Ooh, it's good work by Goosen to get right into line of vision. Green. That will be a foul. No, it won't. That'll be travelling. In violation. Just the extra step there. There you go, caught by the officials. 8 points the differential. Novak. Make it very hard to get inside at the moment. So there's no real easy way in because Goosen's doing terribly well. But ultimately, it's a little bit too aggressive. So his arm goes up. Foul number 3. They're now on the verge of team foul problems as well. That's 4 of them. Ratch. It's actually Tejic on back on the free throw line. And they've missed more than their fair share tonight. 8 points individual. That's what he gets. 8 points. Becomes 7 points in terms of the margin between the two teams. Serini. Ragland. A long way around is Randolph. Something moving here because they're down to 10 seconds. Might come back out to Oberzoen. And the whistle goes. Hard day at the office. And of course they're in team foul trouble now. Mega Leks and Milesijevic picks up another, and can Marcus Green keep up the 100% record? I'm sure that announcement was quite what was required in the middle of that free throw, but kept his composure. And lead back up to 8. Make it 9. Are they going to go through the whole match without missing a free throw? Into the game again comes Giovanni Severini. So it's been pretty good for him and the team in green, because they're going to win another quarter the way things are going. But he's definitely going to win another quarter here. 9-point advantage. 55-46. Need a bit more determination, which ultimately they got. It'll take a little bit longer, but Mashidi does get those 2 points for him in the game. And that lead is down to 7 as we approach the end of period 3. Good anticipation by Randolph. Brilliant work by Randolph. Can they get the 2 off the back of it? They can. Terrific work by Randolph. And a great finish by Kuzan as well. And every time they get within range, good bit of play, good bit of anticipation, good bit of individuality by Avellino's helping them. And that's a good block at the other end. They'll have to do it again, though. They might get the rebound. They do. Might as well go for it. Oh, not too far away either. Marcus Green. And that's another quarter one by the visitors. 19-14 in the end. A lot of work for Mega Leks to do. Let's have a look at the stats cumulatively. That's how it is in the game. 57-48. Ragland leading all scorers with 15.
They're nowhere, all they got. Just a little bit effort, we had the chance, 6-4, and then we have some easy loose ball and fast break, Half court, we are doing pretty solid, but, in transition, we were really bad, and we have many loose balls. The guys, we make only one shot, shoot with...
When we call zone, now they play the guard, number 5, number 4, 2, 3. They won this triangle. Marco is over, last player here, overplay top, position which side?
I don't know whether you detected that stat that came up. 7% from 3-point range on Mega Leks. And that has been one of the Achilles heels, if you can have more than one, that they've had tonight. And he's tried pretty much everything as Miljevic to try and get his team to click. And they have done a couple of times and got back within 1 point, but just a few too many giveaways, too many sloppy plays, and they've been punished at the other end for it. They got into foul trouble, or relative foul trouble, a bit early in the game from their point of view. He was leading on rebound, still is, 8-4. Hoping they can see their team kind of storming fourth quarter. The Italians don't look to be in any mood to relinquish this lead at the moment, though. 9 points they take into quarter number 4, but that helps. That helped big time from Kostya Mushidi. His first 2 points at the tail end of the third quarter. There's 3 more to add. Amazing when those go in. I hope they're 7% range, won't it, in terms of three-pointers. They're not getting the rebounds. And that's what they need to start doing, and pretty quickly too. Severini. Shot clock is down to 3. Has to be a real hit and hope. That's pretty much what he did. It's one of the poorest bits of play we've seen from Avellino for a while. And they might capitalise the other, and they're certainly get a chance to go to the free throw line for 2 anyway. He'll be annoyed because they were just getting a little bit too complacent there on that last play, and then Randolph realised he had to get a shot away. Wilson's got another foul. Cabba back into the action. Goes to 14 personal. So he's missed a few free throws, could have been up nearer 20, but it's a slightly edgy one. Seems like an awful lot of time. It really does. Both the guards do. Both the principal guards, really, for Avellino. Screen. Doesn't matter what kind of screen they give him. Oh, that's beautiful. What a lovely piece of play that was. Really nice. Green and Randolph this time. Perfect harmony. And Randolph goes to 12. Ragland's on 15. It's probably the best play we've seen in the game so far. Rashidi travels. Look at this. Really nice play. Lovely play. Really textbook stuff from the Avellino number 4 and 20. And just there was a little inkling that Mega Leks might get back within range, but perhaps Avellino hold on. Yaramas picks up his first team foul of the fourth quarter. Green. Ragland. We'll probably return the compliment to each other, if needs be. We'll come back around for Zerini, who could not miss from that distance early on. Now, another cruising foul. Yeah, he's out. That's him done. That's the end of his night. He's trying to hold back, but he has to catch his opponent, so they're going to have to do it without him in the last 8:01. An important person to miss from the rest of the game. That's going to have an impact. Not quite the depth of the bench now they want. He's out of the picture, but they're still getting the rebounds, and that's what counts. Mega Leks just not getting 50-50s. Ragland. Green. Lovely ball rotation. Not quite the finish, but they'll get the reset to 14 on the shot clock. Green, once again. Swift, crisp passing, and a foul. So he'll go to the line for 2. I think he's got the foul. Let's have a look. Was that a shooting foul? Or was it given before the shot? Yeah, it was given as a shooting foul, so that's Cabagon, according to our caption. Maybe he's not aware. Cabba seems to have 5. Round off to 13. And up to 14, and they have not yet missed a single free throw. That's going to count very much in their favour if it gets tight, because every time from the bonus. They have been effective. Lead just edging up again to 9, back to 9 in fact. This has been a few occasions now. Rebounded well this time. Good offensive board for Mega Leks. And the 3 had plenty of time to set his sights. Yes, that's got him going. Novak had a lot of time, didn't have anybody in his face or in any close proximity, so decided to go for it. And that's a very effective 3, and they needed a 3. They've been few and far between. Randolph. Keeping them deep, keeping them away from the basket, meaning they're going to have to go for these long-range ones, but it doesn't matter because it still drops. And another 3 to add for Ragland, who goes to 18. Hasn't scored for a while, but still leading all scorers. Three-point accumulation by the away team has been astonishing. They haven't missed much. Home side, in marked contrast, have hardly hit anything from that range. And they start thinking about their outside shooters. They've got a few, just don't seem to be quite. It's kind of betwixt and between. Not quite sure Novak what to do here because he's under pressure this time. Sivinovic. Might be out of the action, but he's obviously still very much in the action. And 7 points separates the two with just under 6 to go. Can they get a run together? Let's stop screen for the time being. And Noonan. Two for him. And 10 the lead. Let's see what the coaches say. Let's see whether Miljevic is going to speak to us in English.
Alpha, you are not catching. I really don't care if you get 4 fouls. You are dropping and Yara is not pressing. And guys, up and right side and 3-point shot. Catch hard. I don't care if you get 4 fouls. I am aware of risk and you're going to play, make 3 fouls go out. What? You're not aggressive and they are passing however they want. Everybody can't down. They are passing too easy. In offense, first offense again, we are scoring from motion. We can open shots, play motion again. Haydi.
Goes back to his first time out actually, when he said they weren't being aggressive enough.
Okay, attenzione, in offense, Martin, first, go need to be more right for this screen. And we take easy shot, go opposite. Okay, he goes up.
Don't seem to have taken on board what he said in his very first time out. You've got to be more aggressive. So where do you take from that? It's obviously just asking his team to run, and they have run their hearts out in this one, including this man. He's been very effective. That was the best play of the game by quite some way. So one you put on your show reel time after time. Well, time is rapidly running out for the home team to repair this damage. Yaramas could be the man to do it. Maybe it'll be Novak. Hook shot finds its way in, I think without any help from Kaba. And he goes to 15, there's Novak. And they're going to trap him, that's more like it. They've got to be more aggressive. Trying to put the full court press on with a couple of players there. Ragland. Real opportunities for the shot. Yeah, they will go outside though for the 3. Oh, that's a dagger to the heart. When you've done pretty much everything to trap and thwart the opposition and they still find a way out. And the lead is back into double figures again. It's up to 11. You just think, how much more can we do to try and turn this around? Green gets another foul. A smile to add, though. I think he knows this game is pretty much won. I'm trying to work out who Grin was when he came up on the screen. A grin from Green. Another foul against him, but it doesn't matter. Foul trouble. 11 points the advantage. Could be back into single digits after this. Job back in, by the way. Substituted, and yeah, 2-2. And getting the press is on. Getting over halfway in 8 seconds, but very hard to stop Green doing that. And live wires. Some nice passing again. Pashenko. Not contributed a lot points-wise yet. Just outside, not going to get the rebound either. That's going to fall comfortably for Yaramaz. They need early baskets on this offense. Not going to get it. Nine points. 4 minutes. The Italians will get another foul given against the home side. Foul is on to Gorac. Yeah. The second. The foul's up to 3. Out goes Alpha Kaba. Well, so a bit happy with life now. He thinks they're almost there. Not over the line yet. Still enough time for things to change, but another free throw goes down. I'll tell you what, it will be an impressive display by Avellino if they can get through the whole 40 minutes without missing from the free throw line, which they have done thus far. Yes! Keep their 100% record from the line intact. And 11 points. The advantage is once more Novak. Spread it quickly. Beautifully done by Lernan. Wow, to actually keep that ball in play as well. It's gymnastics and acrobatics to the highest order. Look, got it. Just to throw it away and keep it in play, more or less. Wasted a few more valuable seconds anyway. That's the name of the game at the moment. Which is the man who's got plenty of space. They're going to have to go in short and try and go in tight and try and get another 2, and they won't be able to manage it this time. And here's a bonus bucket for Levi Randolph, who's catching up Raglan now. Raglan the first to make 20. So 17 now for Randolph. And another steal, another breakaway, another opportunity for easy 2, and it's all falling apart for the home side. Biggest lead as Raglan goes to 22. Biggest lead of the game so far, 15 points. Italians nearly home and hosed. Randolph, look at the jam there, but it's going to be marmalade this time. Yaramaz up for 2. 2-5, only 4. And he has worked very hard. He covered more court than anybody else on the Mega Leks side when he's been on there. Green. Oh my goodness me, I thought he was going to take the basket with him. Pashenko, they just couldn't get the shot away. That'll be 2. We're insured for that. Sancho with 2. And lead still not trimmed below 10. Still 11. They're taking their time. Might as well use the 24 seconds if you got it with that kind of lead. And that's what they're going to do. I believe you can get a shot in the way things are going. Oh, does that count? He's going to give it. Yes. It's right on the buzzer. Ragland again. 3 points raining in from that range. And in she goes, all string. And I think they can safely celebrate those Italians who've made the journey. Little Italian posse, if you like. We saw at the beginning of the game. Now getting quite vocal with every just cause Yaramaz up for 2, 3. No, not going to find its way in. And they meet again on Wednesday week. Fouls now 4 for the home team, and yeah, rather disgruntled looking faces, because all 4 quarters are going to be won the way things are looking. The team in green, 22-19, 16-15, 19-14 at the moment. They are 22-17 up in quarter number 4. Vernon. Don't tell me. I thought he was going to find another one. Well, the interception was made. Still working hard for the cause, even though it looks like they've got a match in their pockets. They're still working hard to prevent that score accumulating too much at the other end. Novak, the ball in play. Standing off there though. And 3 more added to the total. We're into the last 45. Especially how many Raglan's going to get in this game now. 25, leading all scorers. 25 out of 79. Oh, he's really not been on his game tonight, has he, Kirilla Lashenko? Probably the only person who hasn't really, of their high-profile players. He could have been slightly off his game. I know he's had that ankle problem and still getting to know his teammates, so I'm going to give him a little while to bed into this team, but it's been his night, really. Novak. Might come back around. No, it won't. There's the jam for 2, and there will be 1 more to add as Kaba goes to 18. Potentially 1 more to add anyway, because he has missed a few of these tonight. Like he does again. Well, last offense, last possession will be with the Italians, who could just hold on to it. Maybe. Raglan fancies 1 more, perhaps. Luna fancies 1 more, and they get 1 more. And the lead will be 14 at the end, because he got 1 more back in there, did Levi Randolph. And exchange between the 2 coaches. The final buzzer sounds, and that is a very, very impressive and professional performance by Sidigas Avellino. You can roll his eyes. The Mega Leks coach will know that there'll be better days than this, but they have lost quite comfortably in the end, 84-70, and didn't win a single quarter there. Last one, the most comprehensive. Yeah, you can look on those stats with pleasure. Did better on 2 points, did better on 3 points, certainly did better on free throws. Look at that, 100% record on free throws. The rebounds, well, you can win that, but assists, they don't. Steals, they don't, and blocks, they don't either. Good work. The Italian fans will go back very happy tonight. They can have a little celebration, and that's the other details you require. Points, Ragland 25, leading all scores by quite some way. Kaba leading on points and on rebounds as well. And Mark Green with 10 assists in the game. Terrific stuff. Well, that is a bit of a wake-up call for Mega Leks. Sidigas Avellino were really good tonight. Let's see some examples of it. We've got a few examples of Mega Leks at their best as well, but the compilation will be mainly Ball going in from the men in green. Looks a bit more optimistic there. They did get back in range, got back within 1 point. Momentum seemed to be going their way, but as soon as that happened, Avellino just stepped up their game a bit more. And they were getting it from, actually Raglan were 25, but they were getting it from everywhere. Eva Randolph was approaching 20 towards the end. Randolph got 19 in the end, 19 points. Good performance from him, and he didn't actually have a massive amount of court time compared to the others. Raglan was on there for a good 34 minutes, but pulled all the strings. Him, Marcus Grin really did dominate things, and you'll see in these highlight clips, numbers 4, 1, in that case 20, being very prominent. Terrific play. This time involving Levi Randolph. Well, they didn't have too much to get frustrated about. I think that was the when they backed off and they got the 3, but see that, the 3-point attempts were just brilliant from Ragland. Barely missed a beat. To showboating either for the home side, weren't allowed to. Have a tried. That is 18 points. Novak got 15, by the way, second top scorer for them. Oh, he just escapes that trap. Just brilliant. Fleet of foot, both of them, and Randolph, very difficult to stop in that kind of circumstance, and there's a steal. There's a little strip of the ball from the Avellino number 20. The smiles were very much in evidence because they knew the game was pretty much up for their opponent, and the job was pretty well done by them. I think it's so impressive. The old plus minuses for Raglan tonight, plus 20. And, that was key. Two coaches shake. They'll meet again in 8 days' time. And that is a real marker laid down by the Italians. And they've won this game very comfortably indeed. Final score in Serbia, 82-70.